What's up guys, here we are in a new video. In this video I'm going to talk about the best two editors, which is iMOVIE and Final Cut Pro. We are going to compare the both to know which one is better. But let me be sincere to you guys, the best video editor, two best video editors in the world is Adobe Premiere Pro and the Final Cut Pro. The iMOVIE is made by Apple, keep that aside, but I'm not using the Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm using the Final Cut Pro to edit my videos. So we are going to talk about the Final Cut Pro and the iMOVIE to compare the both to know which one is better. So the iMOVIE and the Final Cut Pro are having some similarities which almost the same. So we are going to compare the both to know which one is better. And the iMOVIE you can only get it on Apple devices like the Mac, iPhone, iPad and so on. And more information about the iMOVIE you can get it in the App Store. And secondly, it gives you the highest video quality and the highest video resolution. Thirdly, no watermark and saves your video in the highest quality and gives you the best audio. It's a very good editor. I will advise you to try that. It's free on the App Store, so go install that if you are a video creator. Say something about the Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro is a professional video editing application which is only on the App Store. It's somehow, I don't really know, but it's somehow like the Final Cut Pro company is in partnership with Apple, because I wondered why they didn't include it in the Windows. So that's very so sad. If you want the Final Cut Pro, gotta buy an iMac and it's expensive, but I don't know for you guys, your pocket tells. For those using Windows, to get the best video editor, I'll advise you to go get the Adobe Premiere Pro. It's very good. So without further ado, let's get to the both apps. So let's get to the iMOVIE first. Here we are. When creating a new movie or any video, you gotta tap here, then movie, combine videos, photos and music to make your own movie. Click on this, then it opens. Let's go to the Final Cut Pro to see how it works. For the Final Cut Pro, you gotta tap new project, select its name. That's the difference between this one and the iMOVIE. You see, we don't put a name there, but here they ask us for a name. So, and in event of start time code, I don't know what this means, but okay. So let's get started by adding a clip. This is how you will add a clip. Drag, click and drag, and here you are. You can select a video resolution. You can see here we have 2K, 4K, 5K, 8K, and that's very cool. And the resolution, here it is, and the rate. Okay, so you can see a lot of things here which I won't touch. And then for the iMOVIE, let's go to the iMOVIE. Here we are. Let's select an image. Here we are. It doesn't ask for a resolution or something, it automatically gives you its resolution. So funny. So let's get to the Final Cut Pro. Here we are. Then let's add more clips like this two. You will drag, click and drag, and the old intro and the new intro, and the intro we don't use. So let's also go to the iMOVIE and do that. Okay, this the old intro. Let's make this much smaller so that we won't be confused, and the new intro and this one which we don't use the most. So let's do the next thing. The next thing is about the audio. Let's go to the Final Cut Pro. About the audio, you can increase the audio to 12.0 dB, but you can decrease it to minus, I don't know what this means, but dB, that's the end of which you have no volume and you have full volume, which is very loud. Yeah, it's very loud. So let's try it for the iMOVIE and see. You can increase this to 400%, 400%, and you can decrease it to 0%. And let's hear the volume for this. Wow, they are both loud. They are both loud enough. Seriously, they are both loud enough. But I don't know for you guys. You can select which is much louder and comment below, please. So about the next thing, So you know, sometimes you get background noises, like my siblings, they always wake me up when shooting a video, so you have to reduce it. For the iMovie, you are going here, then reduce background noise, then you can select it to 100% or the number you want according to the noise. And then for the Final Cut Pro, you are going here, auto enhance audio, of which I think for the iMovie the noise reduction is better. Seriously, for the noise reduction, but you know that doesn't work all the time. So let's talk about the next thing. So about trimming the clips, you know, you gotta trim your clips. Let's see which one is much better. Oh, this one is good and very fast, and you can open it wider for you to trim every second, and you can't zip it. So about the iMovie, let's go to the iMovie and see for this. Okay, this also good, but I will say it's kind of the Final Cut Pro is much better, and you can also zip this. Okay, you can also zip this. So we are going to talk about the video quality of both. I must say the video quality are both good, but for the video quality, the Final Cut Pro is much better. It has a better video quality than the iMovie. So the iMovie also save in full quality, but you see this one asks for 8K, 4K, and the iMovie doesn't. So, and also the resolution. So the Final Cut Pro is better. About the next thing, let's talk about shaky videos. You know, sometimes when shooting a video, even though the camera is on a tripod, it can shake. So, or some shots you get with the camera in your hands, you can edit that in the iMovie. After going here, you can go up here, then stabilize shaky video. You see this? Gotta analyzing for the minute motion. But for the Final Cut Pro, I don't really know where to do this because I haven't seen it. But if you know, or if the Final Cut Pro does that, please comment below so that I will know. But it doesn't. I don't see anything here for stabilizing a shaky video. So the next thing, the color correction. Let's go to the iMovie to see the color correction. For that, gotta check a clip of my face, of which my face is included, or a picture. So let's get a good clip. Okay, this is a good clip of which is not edited. So let's go to the color corrector here. As you can see, you can reduce the exposure, and here is for the exposure, and it's good like this. So here is for the color saturation, and it's good, and this for the temperature, and it's working well. So let's take a closer look so that you can see how it looks after editing it with the color correction. So this is how it looks, and I will say it looks kind of good. So let's take a look at the color correction for the Final Cut Pro. Here we are. Let's check a clip of which my face is included. Here we have a 10-second clip here. Come down here. Okay, then the thing we have to do, I don't know why this went blank. So gotta go here, up here, and then saturation, take this up, exposure, reduce it, and then also this. Then let's crop it so that you can see it much closer. Sorry, this is for transformation. Here we are for the cropping, and done. So you can take a closer look, and there's a difference between this and that. There's a big difference. So there's a big difference. I will say I will give the credit to Final Cut Pro, honestly, but if you think this isn't fair, you should also comment below. The next thing, the crop and ken buns. You might know what crop means, but for the ken buns that will be hard if you are not a video creator. So let's talk about the ken buns in iMovie. Let's just make this clip stand here. So here, this is Final Cut Pro. I'm sorry. Let's talk about the keyboards here. Crop, these keyboards, then start and end here. So it will be much faster. So let's do the keyboards for this. So you think this zooming from the lens, but no, it's from the editor. So you can see the keyboards is working good. And let's check about the iMOVIE keyboards. So here we are, and this way to do the keyboards. Start and okay, let's check this.
Ready? Recording. What's up, guys? Here we are with a new video. In this video, we're gonna review the Samsung netbook.
As you can see, this also cool, but I will say they're both good. The next thing about the crop are both okay. They are both satisfying and perfect. And the next thing is the transformation. For the Final Cut Pro, here, let me try something. Have a clip like this, put it on top, so you can see it somehow. And if you're in this situation, you have to transform the upper image. So here we are, transformation, drag, and then stretch, and it's good. I would say is okay. And then for the iMOVIE, you can't transform this, it automatically does that, and which is bad. So the next thing, so now we are going to talk about the processing power or ability. The Final Cut Pro is much faster than the iMOVIE. To be sincere with you guys, it's much faster, because even from saving your video, it's much faster. And this is what it shows when saving from the Final Cut Pro. It shows writing and sharing, and it shows you the percentage. But for the iMOVIE, it doesn't show the percentage. And if you don't believe me, let's give a try. Export. Let's do this ASAP. So you can both have the both editors. You can have the both editors. I'm sorry, they are all working good, but I advise you to have the Final Cut Pro then, because that's the one I'm using currently, and this is what it shows when exporting from iMOVIE. Writing my movie 13.mp4. It only shows you the minute or time remaining, but for the Final Cut Pro, this example, what it shows you the percentage, and it's much faster. Finally, we are done. We have seen about the both, and they are both good editors. I would advise you to get the both, and even the Adobe Premiere Pro if you are a video creator. So let's go to the conclusion.
So for the conclusion, the Final Cut Pro is the best. I advise you to go get that. If you are done for today, don't forget to like and subscribe. Meet you guys in the next one. Peace.